Good afternoon. This is our team, your amigos, to do a presentation on the topic IoT for smart manufacturing, basically Internet IoT. So, what is IoT? So, basically, what is manufacturing? So, in our industry, the manufacturing process has been done in different stages and different varieties, and they have been categorized as 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, 4.0 according to the ages. So, as it turns out, at 1760, around 1760, a first steam engine was powered. Only then man came to know that powering he could use water vapor to run an actuator or motor. Then after that came the age of science and mass production, where gasoline engines, airplanes, chemical fertilizers came to the market and were developed in mass. So next came digital revolution, where they linked IC chips and computer chips to the production. In these type of manufacturing, the human involvement would be 50 percentage compared to the involvement of machines, which started to operate at much more efficiency without human involvement. So currently, we are undergoing fourth industrial revolution. It's in motion. So how does fourth industrial revolution vary from those three? So first industrial revolution, it was full manpower and it was basic elements. So in second, it came to mass production. In third, they integrated computers. In fourth, instead of human interaction, it comes to computer interaction. So computers interact with other computers monitored by humans. So in fourth industrial revolution, it is totally based on IoT, Internet of Things, where things or otherwise, let's say, nodes communicate with each other via internet or a medium, may be wired or wireless. So next, let's talk about the background. So overall concept of industry 4.0 is that to achieve a smart factory. So what is a smart factory? Smart factory is one where machines do work in a coordinated manner, parallel manner, with much more efficiency than previous methods and procedures. So first point is that it should be a connected world. Given a containment or space, when things or objects or nodes placed in it and connected, it should be up to the software upgradation and the hardware that are used should be up to date, so that the efficiency of the output would be more. So next comes data collection and analysis. So instead of a human taking an object, placing in a conveyor belt, a robotic hand places an object and assorts it according to the size or the conditions given by the human via computer input. Then the product is thus totally done by the machines with its own understanding and human input. So intelligent decision making, as I said, software and the cloud deployment. Instead of placing local storages for each and every parts of the machine, it just contacts the cloud, takes the required code snippet, runs it, and does the required work. So it's a closed loop. So it starts from one node, circulates through the network, and again ends in one node. So in the industrial IoT project mainly focuses on monitoring it, optimizing the procedure, controlling the procedure, and automating the whole process. So that's it when it comes to the background of Industry 4.0 regarding IoT.
So the next one is the IoT for smart manufacturing. So here the IoT stands for the Internet of Things, which stands for a totally connected world and also for the smart decision making. So in a connected world, all the equipment will be connected to a central platform and or to each other for data transfer and or control. So we can estimate that the 50 billion devices will be connected internet by the year of 2020. So devices such as smart homes, we can use lights, ovens, refrigerators, air conditioners, CCTV cameras, and also the security locks. So the same principles are being extended to logistics and automobile industry, and also the part of the overall umbrella of industrial 4.0, which is explained by the Srinivakat. So in fact, some cars are already connected to their manufacturers, dealers, and also owners to ensure that we have to safety measurement according to the accident reporting, and also security for tracking down the logistics industries, and also for kids tracking in school buses. Next one is the comfort zone, which can remotely switching on car AC before you start driving. So next one is the efficiency. We can maintain the fuel level, we monitor the logistics.
So basically, considering IIoT, it is basically Industry 4.0. So Industry 4.0, as I said, it's divided into two sections: computerized work and manual work. The computerized work mainly consists of cloud services, the machine learning algorithms, and data learning, analytics and learning part of the machine, which can be retrieved from a remote storage such as cloud storage. It contains the total details of what should be done, when should be done, and when and where should be done, and which are communicated between the two mediums. So, two places, cloud and the physical factory, by via communication medium. Let us say it's a wireless medium. So, cloud together is one part. The details are retrieved from cloud and communicated to the next part where the process actually takes place. So that part is the physical plant. So in physical plant, there are basically four categories. So operations are carried out by operators. The operators would be managed by the management team who look over the whole sections, each categories of the factory. Then comes logistics. They are responsible for the transportation, mobilization of the goods. Next comes data scientists. They are the key people who tells the machine what to do and makes them understand the work the machine is doing. So this can be carried out through softwares and APIs intercommunicated between them. Next, the sensor inputs are received through the medium, processed, derived from the cloud, and the actuators and motors do the work. So this whole physical plant process is compiled together, and is the main reason for the raw materials to get converted into the product. So these four departments together take raw materials, undefined raw materials, combine them, process them, and then give you the required product that the user requires.
IIoT for smart manufacturing. So IIoT in smart manufacturing means all your plant equipment can talk to you by giving necessary data and by presenting insightful data for your action. So your plant equipment can talk to each other and present insightful data points and ideas to improve your productivity. An intelligent platform can help you with sound decision making backed by data for important business decisions such as resource planning, production planning, maintenance scheduling, market cycles like recession or slowdown, or raw material ordering. Smart manufacturing in Industry 4.0 implies usage of connectivity, data handling and processing, AI, that is artificial intelligence, and machine learning, platform and app access, 24 into 7 cloud access. It consists of top-down approach wherein IIoT can directly have a positive impact on the business.
So let's just we could see just about IIoT, which is industrial IoT. So the first point which should be considered is IIoT is a solution and not a product. So IIoT is actually used for automation, and it cannot be thought as a product as which can be customized as majority of the products. So if we consider a manufacturing plant or a unit, so they could use industrial IoT to solve their existing problems through an automated way. So the problems which could be addressed are business problems or technology problems or planning and management problems. So we could say that IIoT is not about automation, and it is a step ahead of automation. Let's we could see the steps in smart manufacturing of IoT. The first step is requirements gathering and goals definition. Um, Here, we take an IIoT audit. If we are we are owning those industries, and we require smart manufacturing there. In the first step, we would hire an IIoT export agency to audit our plans and understand the existing systems and set up the IIoT technical audit and IIoT business audit. So the first step also consists of interaction with plant team to understand and freeze the requirements. The second step is architecture preparation and cost estimation. So in this step, we simulate using our best-in-class software platforms, which could be globally recognized and used. And the finalization of architecture, equipment vendor, communication protocols, and system integration requirements are finalized here. The third step is pilot project. Here, pilot project meeting, initial basic requirements is deployed, and the monitoring of pilot project for performance, utility, and gaps is done here. And the last scale is full project deployment. After completing all the necessary processes, we complete the project by deploying it with the cloud, so that we could access those components via cloud. So thank you. This is your amigos.